Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and in today's episode we're going to be doing a full test and review of the Ultimate Box by Monthly Knife Club, so stick with me. Welcome back everybody, and thank you for sticking with me. Like I said, in today's episode, we're going to be doing a full test and review of the Ultimate Box by Monthly Knife Club. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Monthly Knife Club, it is a multi-tier subscription service that offers 4 different levels, from basic, advanced, premium, and this box, which is the Ultimate. The big issue that a lot of people want to know is, are they getting their money's worth? Because if the gear is solid, they want to make sure that it's not something they can just go and buy on their own and be able to basically get this stuff for either cheaper or a better value. Now, as you can see, I have my numbers toted there, so you can print screen that if you want to. But all in all, I can say the value physically is there. So what we're going to be doing is breaking each and every item down one by one. I'll give my thoughts, and then I'll leave the opinions up to you. The first item in the box is actually a knife, which is pretty freaking cool. This is the SCH-A5BR by Schrade. It is a magic-assisted opening everyday carry knife. I actually got this about 3 years ago. Overall, for a budget blade using Osage steel, the assisted opening, the aluminum handle scales, lantern lock, all that good stuff, etc. It's actually a pretty decent cutting tool, especially for the money, because this right here on Amazon runs like 42 bucks. The next item in the box is this NextTorch Premium USB charge adapter. Now, for anybody who does any type of traveling, which I do, and I know a lot of my friends and my bosses over at Wazoo Survival Gear do a lot of international traveling, so a kit like this would do them a lot of good. This does work really, really well. I actually own one of these. But on their price list, they have this listed for, I think, $29.95, which I'm not exactly sure where they got that price point at, due to the fact that pretty much everywhere I looked online, whether it was eBay, it was Amazon, this was about $8 to $10. The next item in the box is actually this Gerber Iris flashlight. Now, the MSRP on this is $39 for basically a plastic kind of rubberized handle scale, but the thing is it takes 2 AA batteries, but it has 1 power mode. That's it. 1 power mode, and it's like 50 to 70 lumens. It might be 100 even, but it's got 1 power mode, and that's it. With the way flashlights are moving today, with like Through Nights, O-Lights, and the new company, A-Tactical, or now known as WowTac, definitely could have put a much better flashlight for a much lower price point and would have been a much better deal. The next item in the box is a multi-tool, a mini multi-tool by Caterpillar. Now, this is priced at about $19.95 according to their list. We found it online for about $16, which is pretty close to the price point, and it's pretty much what you would expect. It has a kind of Gerber dime, some of the smaller multi-tool vibes to it. It does come with a pouch, which is pretty nice. This kind of reminds me of something I would find at Lowe's, and not something that I would be hunting for avidly on Amazon. However, the tools do seem to work, and everything seems to be in order, so I can't really fault it. The last item in the advanced box is the Atwood Rope Tactical Cord. Now, this is 275-pound test line. These are for people where a paracord is just a little too big, but they need strong, durable cordage that will actually work for them in a pinch. This is a 100-foot yard spool. And having this on hand in conjunction with something like paracord definitely comes in handy. The next item in the box is this ABKT TAC Universal Carry Pouch. You have 3 different pouches on here. You got a spot for a name tape, it looks like, or at least a label of what you're carrying in here, from something like a survival kit, med kit, something you just need to attach to a bigger pack, anything such as that. You got a front zipper right here, so you can put some gear inside. And in the main zipper, we actually have 2 separate compartments where you can kind of organize your gear. Both sides are actually really, really padded. So if you're going to be dropping in maybe some ammo or some small mags to carry in there, like extra stuff you kind of just store that's not actually on your vest or anything like that. It has the MOLLE attachments and everything you need to store it to a variety of gear. Well, the next physical item is this free Scape lantern. Now, unfortunately, I can't even test this item because we dropped batteries in here, and I'm trying to turn it on, and it's a dud. So we put the batteries in, and you guys can see the instructions, but we put the batteries in correctly. These are brand new batteries, like literally This pack came from Amazon. I order these maybe once a month because we do so many different lanterns and flashlights and stuff on our channel. We have these are brand new batteries, but we followed the instructions to a T, and I can't get this lantern to work. So unfortunately, sadly, which always will end up making any company look bad, this is a dud product I can't even test, so I can't talk about it one way or another. The next item is a part of the Ultimate plan, which is this Bear Grylls 12-piece Essentials Scout Kit. So this is the kit when it is open, and it opens pretty simply just by sliding everything out. There's kind of just a pressure fit, and we can dive into the contents. Now with all the contents open, they call it a 12-piece kit, but I'm doing some math here, and it kind of is more because you get 10 matches and a striker. So if we're really going to be nitpicky, that's already like 11 pieces right here. We have a kind of a really big button compass, and it works after you shake it around a little bit, but it could be a slightly higher quality one, especially for the $30 price point. You get a 3-mode button kind of emergency flashlight. We have some medical tape here. We have a folding knife that actually does come pretty sharp from Bear Grylls. It actually does have a good lockback design. You get 6 actual band-aids, 2 alcohol pads, antiseptic swabs, butterfly closures, 3 non-adherent pads, and 2 moleskin pads in this pouch. And then it all fits back into this case pretty nicely. Now for me, this is definitely one of those kits I would throw in my glove box. This obviously isn't something you're just gonna pop in your cargo pocket and survive with. This clearly is not enough. The last physical item is this glow tube, which is basically supposed to be going off infrared. And this is pretty cool. This is a waterproof light with 11 different modes. Now, when you first turn it on, I will not lie, this was a little tricky for me to mess with, but once you kind of read the instructions and kind of play with it a little bit, it makes a little more sense. So this is definitely something that would be awesome for an emergency kit. So basically what you do is you turn it on, and I have it in constant on mode right now. You count for 5 seconds, then you turn it on, and it starts going through different modes now, and it lets you pick the 11 different modes. And you kind of do these little half presses to cycle through the modes, and once you decide, you full press on and off, and it'll stay in that mode. Now this mode is called ramp up, which is what you see. It kind of does this little fading in and out, so you can be visible in signal if you ever need help. So all the different modes the thing offers, and it's touting that it's waterproof. We're definitely going to do a review on this. I think it'd be pretty cool. So all in all, after we did all of our individual research and assuming every single item in the box actually works, you actually get a total of $203.14 in street price value over the $266 that that they spout off on retail. But like for me, like I said, one of the items did not work, which is not necessarily my monthly knife club's fault, but still, regardless, it would be a little disheartening. And what we've noticed is there's basically 3 illumination tools in this kit. Now for me, I would like to see, because it does say Monthly Knife Club. For me, if I'm subscribing to a company called Monthly Knife Club, I feel there is a perception for lots of knives. That's probably why I want to subscribe to it. I understand they're probably going to be throwing in some other cool gear, like some watches, some paracord bracelets, some really cool hats, maybe some apparel, some different pouches, multi-tools, cordage, you know, all the different stuff. But predominantly I see this should be heavily dominated by knives. I mean, as per says in the title. With that said, like I said, the value is still there, but I do feel in this particular month, and this is the only sample that I've gotten, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting any more, because it kind of looked like this was going to be a trial basis on how I really like the reviews. However, I did get to talk to the owner of the company. He lives here in Texas, which is why I got to speak to him, because he's actually local for me. He's very receptive and open to different suggestions and things like that, you know, constructive criticisms, anything like that, because he owns a bunch of different companies, and he's always trying to grow and evolve and improve what he does. So for me, my perception, when a company says Monthly Knife Club, I'm expecting multiple knives, and me, I'm a knife lover, so for me, that'd be Christmas every single month. But at the end of the day, I really want to know what you guys think of the Ultimate subscription. Is this something you're interested in? Do you have any constructive criticisms you'd like to leave down in the comment section of what you'd like to see them improve on, change? Or do you like the box? Do you like the fact that they mixed knives, multi-tools, survival kits, and illumination tools in there? Because I know there's plenty of people who subscribe to this box and actually like it. as is. However, that just about does it for now. If you like this video and you like the way we tested the ultimate subscription box by Monthly Knife Club, definitely throw this video a big thumbs up and share this out with your friends and family and your social media networks so we can keep growing, thriving, and making awesome videos for you guys. But that just about does it for now. I hope you guys have an absolute wonderful day. I'm out.